happened last session, dude? I don't remember. It was only last
I really
week.
hope my character remembers. Really hope my character remembers.
We started off with a banger with some rolls from Vita after being handed a book about Zelgrages. We went into a separate call. Who knows what happens there? Only the YouTube viewers know. And also Dylan and I, of course. And so Dylan came out, looked really tired, but you all continued on your way, and then you met a little, you saw a halfling who had purple skin, much like Vita. And upon approaching, he looked excited to see you, Vita, also someone who looks like him, and said if you had been sent back by the Dark One, which of course you don't know what that means. So you were confused by that. I'll say that Vita tried to attack the halfling with his ball that Rogue gave him, but missed, unfortunately. He was able to scoot out of the way and ran away, got questioned by Felix and John. Not much more information was gained, but appears to have not remember anything about his life except for like 100 or so days ago, and found himself just in the middle of the Wade or in the Zaroon Dunes. So that's terrifying. Whatever happened to that dude? And then Vita was quite ominous with Turlon saying that there's a great danger in this city and they need to get out as quick as possible. You all made your way. You got some potions for some memory at a local alchemist. You made your way to the Greenway Resort where you checked in. It's a very nice, fancy resort, all-inclusive like. And you made your way up to your room, which is on the 135th floor, taking a water elevator, except for John, who went up the stairs quite fast, and made it all the way to your room. Vita slept right away. Felix fell asleep, and then John took a shower. Turlon and John took the first watch, and then Turlon and Felix began their watch after about 2 hours into the night. So it's around 11, midnight. And just when Felix was asking, because Turlon wanted to talk to Felix a little bit, just when Felix started asking Turlon, hey, what happened on? What do you want to talk about? Turlon felt their stone, their crystal, feel very heavy, and upon reaching out, or upon getting it, saw that all the little tadpoles inside were trying to get to one side, it seems, and then heard a very distinct voice within Turlon's head that said window, and upon looking at the window, saw the image that I sent in Discord of a white face about 5 feet wide staring in the window. But then upon blinking, and Felix also saw this because Turlon said we need to look at the window. But upon blinking, face disappeared. And before we get into what is happening right after the mask, we have 2 people who were asleep for a little bit. So just very shortly, I'd like Vita and Felix to roll a dream roll, but subtract 25 from it.
Whoa.
How would that happen?
This will be quick.
Whoa.
Don't worry.
It happens because I'm getting woke up by a mask, so I don't remember shit.
See what
Everything
happens.
is fine.
Roll.
Impressive.
So I got negative 22.
Minus 25.
Felix, for you, the dream, you remember, you woke up normally. You know, it's your time for your watch, so weren't awoken suddenly by anything. Your dream, you just remember it was a memory of when you left your village. You were leaving, saying goodbye to people, and you said goodbye to your mentor who embraced you, wearing a green cloak with, various nature ornaments and flowers adorning it. Long white and gray beard, man looking at you, and he said to you, what you remember is he said, based off your dream, he says, Felix, I have taught you most everything I know, so there is no advice that I can really give. But I will say, Felix, as you continue protecting this forest, I have no doubt that you will interact with the gods at some point. And if you do, be courteous and curious, but also cautious. While us mortals, as a whole, give us the power and the influence that they want, individually, we are just playthings to them. And that's all you remember about your dream.
Damn.
Vita, you only remember one image from your dream. You remember, it's a very familiar image you've seen. It's as if you were standing in this plain of water with a large moon in the background that takes up most of your vision. But instead of seeing a large Ori like you've seen before, or anything like that, within the moon itself, almost cut out of it, was the what appeared to be the shape of a humanoid figure. You don't remember what it was, but you just have that image in your mind. So, what I would like to do quickly is we're going to keep the game paused. I know how much Dylan loves it. I'm going to keep the game paused.
Whoa.
And this is the resort room. Now, I have placed you all just in various beds. I'm going to unpause if you all would like to have chosen your bed. It's entirely up to you, of course. Please keep in mind that your characters don't know that something's at the window. I hated that. I just see it pop up above his head. You all may place yourselves wherever you like in the different beds that you're at, or watch wherever you think you would be. Please keep in mind again that you
Who's
don't know
on
any.
watch with John?
It is.
Me and
Oh,
Felix.
yeah, it's Felix and Turlon. John has just gone to bed. Vita, you are still asleep. You've not woken up.
Right as we saw it, I was trying to get Felix to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd imagine we'd be kind of like over here near like the entrance or like this corner, just away from people about to talk.
Mm-hmm. I'll say, Felix, I'll move you a little bit. And also, Felix and Vita, since y'all slept a little bit, I'm just going to kind of like have it and make it so normally you get double your level times your constitution modifier in healing. I'm going to just do just half of that, so not double. So essentially your constitution modifier times your level, which is 18 healing for you, Felix. So I'll apply that. Very fun. And Vita, that is also 18 healing for you. So I'll apply that.
Not that any of this is going to matter because we're not going to get.
Yeah, of course. There's
No, this won't matter.
nothing.
This
Nothing
won't-
matters.
This won't matter.
This does not matter.
And I wasn't on critical health.
Yeah, no.
Not even a single thing to worry about.
This guy.
I suppose we really should have hit the spas first, huh?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Anyway, here we are. You all are speaking, and you look over, and I'll say that you can't really see it, unfortunately, because of the walls. There are 4 windows. In fact, I'm just going to real quickly just delete this wall. You can see those brown lines a little bit better. Just going to delete. There we go. Just delete the whole wall. Okay. Just don't walk past that. But you can see there's 4 windows, and it was within this window that you saw it, right next to the fireplace.
Hmm.
Okay, so I mean, I just want to double check because we,
Yeah.
Do we remember it?
Moments after, you still remember it. It was a fucking crazy ass huge face in the window. Just a second
And then
ago.
it was gone. We blinked and it was gone.
You blink, yeah, you saw it for a second, and then just instinctually you blinked, and blank window. You're looking at the window right now. It's blank.
I'm gonna rummage for my pen.
I'll just be like, so that's the monster, right?
I nod to you while I'm rummaging for my pen, and I mark a tally on my arm.
Bro is not surprised.
So this is the monster.
I'm gonna scribble I'm gonna scribble like saw it in Elvish on my arm like as quickly as I can. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like kind of like look around very cautiously to see if I can notice anything else off in the room.
Yeah, let me do some rolls for you. I'm gonna do the thing in Foundry, where only I see it. The blind GM roll.
Yeah, can do.
Can do.
Rolled it.
That's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good.
iDubbbz reference in fucking 25.
I don't know. That was easy, right? Staples. I'll
Bro, that
say.
went crazy in 3rd grade. Me and Alvarado used to hit that when your mom was easy. Our teacher got so pissed.
I'll say.
Anyway.
I'll say it is crazy quiet, Turlon, as you're looking around. It's kind of the only thing you can start to hear your heartbeat in your ears a little bit, but anything off about the room, as still as it was for the past 2 hours that you've been keeping watch, just taking time. So it's looking pretty calm right now.
Cool. I will turn to Felix and I'll kind of like shrug.
I haven't like looked away from the window.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, keep your eye on the window. I'm gonna wake the other two up.
Uh-huh.
I'll say as you say this, Turlon, Felix, as you're just staring, you blink, and you see a face very similarly now in this window over here.
Wait, hold on. Can you look it again?
To the left, like to the left of the fireplace. Do you blink again or no? It's up to you.
I'll keep my eyes open as long as I can, and the moment I see it moved, I'll go, it moved a window over. And I'll point to it, and then I don't know what I should do to determine how long I can keep my eyes open.
A great question.
Alternate eyes.
I'll say as you're looking at it,
Sorry, brief pause.
Yeah, you go.
Real world question: are there any insects that don't need to blink?
No idea.
I mean, I know flies don't have like eyelids, so but
flies have to rub their eyes to rub their eyes with their feet, keep them clean. So
don't we all?
Gross little creatures.
Don't we all?
No, we don't all, Steven. You want to explain that? Wait.
But as you're looking at it, Felix, you're keeping your eyes open, and you see that it's kind of moving just back and forth on the window.
Just shaking?
Like, yeah, it's kind of like moving slowly. It kind of goes out a little bit and moves in. It's almost like it's just, there's this face, and I'll say, based off of the roll that I did for you, you can see that it's not just a face. It's not like a floating face. There seems to be, it's kind of sticking out into the background a little bit based off of the light.
I'm going to whisper as I'm walking away, like when I'm like maybe like here, to Felix in Elvish. I'll say, but I don't want to actually whisper. I'll say, we should be quiet, right?
I have no idea.
And I'm gonna shrug and nod as I walk over to Vita, and I'm going to give him a gentle shake and say, Vida, wake up, stay quiet.
I will say, well, I'm thinking of some timings here, real quick.
It's good. The timing matters.
I'll say, as you are walking over, Turlon, I'll say as soon as you get right about here, I'll put you here. Felix, you see momentarily that the face kind of has moved away. You haven't blinked yet, but the face has moved away. And, as Turlon's kind of walking over and saying this, and then in just but a moment, or in just a flash, you hear sound as the window bursts open and this worm-like entity enters the room. And I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
So much for quiet, am I right?
Dude, not the worm-like entity.
What type of roll? Just regular perception? Okay.
Yeah, what do I roll?
Yes, so you all are going to do perception checks for me.
Any chance I can roll stealth, given that I am actively, intentionally being careful about the situation?
Ooh, look at that neck.
Because if we roll stealth for initiative, we'll be unseen by creatures who we roll higher than.
I will
not see us.
I'll say that
Actually.
I'll say that he's kind of been this, or maybe it has kind of been watching this entire time. So I'm going to say that unless you are crouching down behind the couches, these are some couches in the way, like deliberately trying to hide from the window itself rather than just like sneaking, then it's up to you. But it's whatever you think.
Is it reasonable for you to? Is it reasonable to you to say that my first reaction, hearing that, would be to duck behind the couch?
Yeah, I'll say it's along the way. So, yeah, go for stealth if you're kind of walking by. Go for it. Yeah, I gotta put you all in an encounter real quick.
Yeah.
Get me in that encounter, my man. Get me in there, dude.
Time to find out what being asleep does to your initiative order.
Helps it because I wake up fully alert and ready.
Fully
rested
alert.
And ready to go.
And ready. There we go. Toggle. Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh shit.
I'm sleeping. Do I have any penalties?
I'm gonna. Yeah, let's do a -40. I'll say that sounds fun.
Mine is 11 then instead of 15.
Yes, yeah, because you haven't woken up just yet. That's fucking crazy. Did it make the sound for you all?
1?
Yeah, I rolled a 1. For the head.
41.
41. Okay.
41, baby.
Okay, so John, make that thing. Turlon, make that your thing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Guess I feel stupid with my
I added
21.
-4, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
let me see if
John
I can just modify it.
Tied.
Pathfinder, I am going to die music.
Pathfinder music that kills you.
Can you guys see my health like at the top? Like, am I red at all?
I can't see it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, I just see green because you're an ally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Good.
Good.
Good. All right. I'll say that let's begin this encounter. Felix, you were staring. You saw it kind of move away for just but a moment, and now in just this instant, you see this long-necked, and the face that you saw before is not like connected. There's no like. It's just a tube. Essentially, is the best way to put it, with just a little bit of a slack jaw, as the face that you saw before now has its mouth agape about 6 inches, and you see just these horrendously long, huge, like probably a foot each teeth, just jutting out. And I'll say, as it enters, smashes through with its head, and its just neck is kind of, pulling back a little bit. The neck is just floating in the air. It seems to be supporting itself up. It hasn't made a sound yet, is the best way I can put it. So, Felix, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I would like to take 2 actions to cast Nettle Skin.
Okay.
Which I now have on myself, I guess. Hold on, is there a
Let's see if I can.
duration? 1 minute, yeah. Because it will need to fuck with the timing if I take damage. But so yeah, anytime an adjacent creature hits me with a melee or unarmed attack, they take 1d4 piercing damage, and the duration of the spell is reduced by 1.
Makes sense. All right, and then what's your third action?
I'm gonna move up. So let's do 5, 10, 15,
Thanks for
20,
moving up.
25. It's my
Oh, yeah.
forward action. And then that
All right.
is
Moving on
turn.
over. John, it's your turn. You wake up to a crashing sound. Excuse me.
I see a giant worm.
And I'll say in the fireplace light, you see just this 5-foot thick, just really pale white flesh. And honestly, at the end, maybe you just see barely the edge of a face, but it's this crazy. I'm gonna ignore AC. I think.
I know I am.
I think yeah. Also, John would. So I think that.
John's gonna wake up and go, "There it is!" and fly into a rage.
Okay.
Yes!
Yes, quick-tempered. No action, baby.
Wow.
And
That's so
Free
fucking
action.
funny.
make
Ready to
Just
fight.
fought it instant.
Instantly ready to fight.
at it.
He woke up, but he's so mad.
He wants to get
So-
stronger, so
Sudden charge. Quick sprint.
Should be able to bring me over
Yep,
here.
stride twice. Yep, that's stride twice.
And then allow me to make
This is so fucking funny.
an strike at him.
Okay.
20 is a miss. That's awesome.
Damn, that's crazy.
Well, that's a miss.
Probably ran a little too quick over at him. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna try to make a combat grab. So using my pride, which is this.
Okay. One hand free.
Another swing and grab them. Make a melee strike while keeping one hand free, which I am. If the strike hits, you grab the target using your free hand.
Okay.
Okay. I guess multiple attack penalty. Oh. Oh.
No.
No.
Oh, unfortunate. I'll say you're hitting, but as you're hitting it, John, you're punching into this, and this is, you fought some beasts in your time, but this is like just this muscly flesh. Somehow it is so strong that you're punching and you're trying to grab onto it, but it's just so smooth. And
Ew.
it's like if you were punching a thigh or something. Like it's the most like muscly part of the body.
Yay.
But you are now next to it.
Simply delicious.
And I'll say, Turlon, it's your turn. You are hiding behind a couch, and you hear John scream.
No.
It's it!
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, first of all, I'm gonna use one action to drain the chalice.
Absolutely.
I have this cup that's attached to my hip by like a carabiner clip, and I unlatch it, and as I unlatch it, it fills with this liquid, and I'm just gonna down it, and it's going to heal me 3 HP per level, so it heals me 18.
18.
So I'm back up to max health. I cannot use the chalice for 10 minutes. I put it back on my clip on my side, and then I take a moment, assess the situation, and just kind of exhale. I am going to. I don't know if this imparts any bonuses, but trying to decide if I can get up to it. Let's see. Speed. Me when I don't remember my speed. 25. 5, 10. 15,
I'll say Turlon as you get up
5.
from it. I'll say Turlon as you get up from it, you don't see the monster.
Noted.
You know,
okay.
you know, it's generally around the area, but for just a brief moment, you're looking and you do not see the monster.
Okay. So having peeked out and not seen it, I know. I mean, I'm smart enough to know that it entered the room during that crash, and I heard John say that he saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it an action to just like blink a couple times? Because I noticed that blinking was changing how it looks.
Yes, no, absolutely. I think if you blink and kind of shake your head a little bit, suddenly the monster appears and it looks like John is trying to punch the shit out of it.
Can I tell if it is responding to how often I blink?
How do you mean by that question?
As in, like, do I blink and it's there, and I blink and it's gone? Is it like every other blink it appears, every two, or
It
can I
is.
ascertain any pattern in that brief moment?
It's in you do not, I'll say, and that doesn't take an action to do. You don't see any pattern of it. You blink a couple times, it doesn't appear, and you like shake your head and you're like blinking, and then suddenly it appears.
Okay. Well, I'm going to exploit vulnerability against it.
Okay.
I put my hand on my mirror and I make my check against that creature, or against the. Oh gosh, I was been a minute.
The DC, yeah, it's the
esoteric lore
DC.
check against a standard DC for the creature's level.
Yup.
Okay. Skills, esoteric lore.
Yup.
Nah, I'm not gonna use a hero point. I'll just take that.
Okay. That is a. That is a failure. And you recall a salient weakness about the creature.
Yes, I can exploit the creature's personal antithesis.
Birds.
My unarmed and weapon strikes against the creature are magical.
That's good.
Essentially, I have noticed something that this creature doesn't like. I'm just gonna kind of clue on it being seen, whether or not that's right or wrong.
Yeah, I think it is. That's the best way of putting it. Is this creature does not like being seen.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I have to check this. Person synthesis. And my weapon strikes. It has a weakness against my weapon strikes equal to 2 plus half my level. So it has weakness 5.
It's good
for
5.
My hits.
Okay.
And for my third action, I'm gonna hold up my mirror and use it to.
That's already 3.
What was the 3?
You did chalice, blink, and then exploit vulnerability.
Oh, sorry, I forgot blink was 1. Okay, yep, that's my turn.
All right. It is now it is the head's turn. John, it sees you just beating the shit out of it, and it's going to look to you, and it is going to. Dude, I haven't done combat so long.
Anybody got good music?
Yeah.
I'm listening to some Darkest Dungeon right now.
I'm listening to rain noises.
I'm listening to brown noise. Come on. He's going to, I'll say as it kind of, its body kind of curves a little bit as it looks towards you, John, and now you see just in front of you, nearly as tall as you, just this face with these black holes for eyes, and you can see there's almost this black liquid that's dripping out of its face, and it has no nose. It's just this black hole where a nose would be, and then just this massive mouth as its lower jaw almost just in a moment just drops to the ground, still connected to its body, but just this flesh that's next to its face stretches out, as it's going to do a bite attack against you. Oh.
Idiot.
Oh, it misses. That's crazy. It's going to idiot. It's going to try and close its mouth with just this terrifying just snap noise as these giant teeth just clack together. Clack. And as they slam together, you just barely step away as it would have just one of your arms that was extended trying to grab it. It almost bites it off, but you pull it back out of the way, and it's going to try and do a second attack against you. Second bite attack against you.
Laugh at him.
Oh, that's a miss. That's a miss. That's a miss. It's going to take 2 bites at you, John. Once again, just in quick succession, just clanging at you, and you're just too quick to move out of its way. And in this, for the first time, the creature makes a sound, and the sound it makes is one that almost as if it doesn't have vocal cords. It is more like if you were just compressing air out of a long tube, and just this low, guttural, almost breath comes out. It's just this sound coming at you. And it is going to turn, and it's it's cool. It's going to move, and it's going to start moving towards you, Felix. It's going to do.
Can I make an attack of opportunity? Is that a thing in Pathfinder?
If you have it, you have to have a special feat to have it. 1 second.
Man, I hate this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like the 20-foot long worm?
I really don't like the worm.
I'm gonna go on a limb here. Worm bad.
Oh,
I do not fuck with it.
worm.
1 second. Oh, I can't.
Oh shit. 30? Wait a minute.
He's growing.
Wait, how big is this?
Wait a second. Okay. Let me.
This is interesting.
There's so many buttons I have to press at the same time. Okay. Oh, I missed. Okay, there we go. I'll say just even more, just extending, and I'll say John now almost on the ground. This just worm is just, or this body, and it looks like it just continues to extend in as it's now facing you. That's the end of its turn. 2 missed bites.
What? What the fuck?
You wake up with a crash, and just all of a sudden, as you're waking up, 1 second, 1 moment. For your first action, I'm just gonna say for your first action, you don't know this yet, obviously, but we're gonna start gaming the system. For your first action, you do not see the creature, and as you are staring at it, or as you're looking around, you see John punching air. You see Turlon hiding behind a couch, and Felix kind of running up towards nothing. You do notice, I'll say, that the window is broken.
God, this is an epic prank we're pulling on Vita, dude. This is so funny.
Seriously, today's not today.
It's been a bad day.
If I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna.
For your first action, I'll say.
Yeah.
But it looks like everybody, I'll say.
Yeah, I mean, we're taking it serious. They're fighting it, so I'm not fully. But...
Yes, it looks like they're fighting something, but you just don't see it.
I'll walk up to Turlon and just look down at them like, what the, like, what?
I'll say as you begin walking, suddenly just this massive worm-like, with a face at the end, appears in front of you as you blink a couple times. And it's very much obvious now what these people are fighting.
Good God. Okay.
Reasonable response.
Reasonable.
I might better
2
do something
actions.
silly. First +2. 1d4. 1. Okay, so we'll cast a cantrip Glimpse of Weakness at it for 1.
Okay.
Now it says the first ally that hits the target with a successful strike gets 1 plus the spell's level.
Okay.
Does the spell level?
It's
Because I know
3.
spells automatically heighten it. Yeah, 3. Okay.
Yep. So it's half your level. That's what
Well,
it heightens to.
Well, that one. So that spell is heightened 3 right now, right?
Mhm. Yep.
So you have the +2, so it's 1d4 +1 plus the level.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
Amazing. Well, you get that. Somebody hits it.
Mhm.
So I'll just sort of scan it with my eye quickly, and is there something that I noticed that I can call out to somebody?
I'll say that as it's moving, you can tell that there's these long tendons that are the muscles within this body of this creature, and it appears like they are almost segmented. So it looks like if you could maybe land strikes in between these tendons, it may be more effective than just trying to hit straight muscle.
So I'll yell at John, 'cause I'll see him punching away, and I'll tell him to sort of aim for, like you said, in between the segments, and then only got 1 action left. I guess we'll just keep it classic, and I will stoke the heart to John. So he gets a +2 to damage rolls.
Okay.
Well, now it's heightened, so he gets a +3 to damage rolls.
It's crazy.
And then if you hit it first, you'll also get all the extra bonuses from Glip's weakness. So me sort of yelling at John the weaknesses of this.
Yep.
He feels his heart beat a little faster.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
That's 3.
Felix, it is your turn. The creature has not slithered, but it just extended itself towards you. And just the midsection towards John has kind of sagged a little bit, but it's not on the ground.
There's some serious dislike of this.
Mhm.
So I have 2 options. This is
Okay.
above board. I can either go wild shape and fully commit to an animal, which will I think give me more HP and better attacks, but I won't be able to cast spells or use items. Or I can wild morph and turn my hands into semi-decent weapons, so I can still interact with things. The only spell I have is an elemental absorption, which I don't think I'm going to be able to use, and a level 1 heal.
I think we need creature against this creature.
Okay. Thoughts? Other 2?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Creature against creature.
It's never failed.
I like critters.
Creature has never failed before, yeah.
Gotta be creature vaccine in this situation.
I am constantly saying this. All right, so let's go animal form.
Okay.
And I'm gonna transform into.
Into gorilla.
Cool.
Will this work?
Cat.
Yeah.
Cat.
Yeah. I will turn into a bobcat or a mountain cat.
Okay.
One of the biggins.
One of the biggins.
Cow.
So. Yeah, hold on, let me see. This is 2 actions, right? Yeah. And I guess that means for my last action, I'm going to do a Jaws attack.
Okay.
2d6. So that is. Hold on, do I have that? Actions?
I'm switching weapons because I didn't realize I had the wrong weapon selected from like the last time we did the.
I do. Oh, this is such a cool thing. Okay.
Also, Steven, the Clem's weakness should be on the worm, not John.
Get it off of me.
I think it'll trigger whenever anyone hits the worm.
We gotta ride the worm.
Okay, yeah.
Lisa Nagaib.
Lisa Nagaib. They're saying Lisa Nagaib.
Lisa Nagaib. Moadib.
Moadib. All right,
Quizax
21.
Hatterack.
21 for the head. That is a miss.
Unfortunately. Okay, I try to bite at it. Oh, and now I look like a fucked up chimera of two creatures. So now I'm like a mountain cat with like thorny needles poking up from between my fur, all on my body, like some weird porcupine-looking thing.
Shit. Damn.
And that's my turn.
I don't think we're gonna get hit. I'm putting that out there.
That's cool.
None of us.
Put it out into the world.
Go.
Put it out into the world.
Do not speak your truth, Dylan. Your truth
John, it is your turn.
Preach it, brother. Preach it. We're not dying. In between the segments, I don't want to move, so instead, John's just gonna try to target in between the muscles, like Vita instructed.
Okay, on this piece.
Yeah, I just hit the neck there.
Did Craig hit? I didn't. The Shauza and whatever.
It was a miss.
No, it didn't. So the 21.
Okay.
It's a miss.
That was in Chickawaga.
Okay, man.
So aim on the neck.
The neck there, yeah. I'm just gonna make another strike.
Okay.
You get a +3. So
+3 to damn.
Oh my god.
God damn, it's always LaFleur's characters.
That's why I buff them up.
Just destroy my enemies.
Okay.
Well, this is bludgeoning damage. Yes.
With the critical hit deck.
Okay.
John said, I understand now.
I understand now.
I understand.
I understand. Okay.
Clumsy 2 and takes. Okay.
Alright, and roll damage.
Sheesh!
Okay, that's 1d8 plus 10, but also
Stoke the heart's included, but now you gotta include weak.
Yeah, so roll 2d4 plus 2.
I think it's 1d4.
Yeah, it's 1d4.
It's the additional precision increases by 1d4 plus 1.
Yeah, per every 2 heightened levels. So it's heightened 3, so it's heightened. It's 1 level of plus
I think
2.
it's heightened 2, because it's level 1 normally, and then it's moved up to 3 because of my level.
Yeah, so she's achieved 1 plus 2. So it's 1d4. The normal spell just does 1 extra damage. So it's the base extra damage of 1 plus the heightened extra damage of 1d4 plus 1 for 1d4 plus 2. Not that it matters much in comparison to his 30 fucking damage he's already done.
Do 1d4 plus 2. Go for it. There you go. Alright, so that would be doubled. So you're going to do 38 damage to the neck. What I will say is we're going to do damage and then double damage to the neck. I'll say that John,
the neck takes no damage.
As you neck takes no damage. As you punch through, as with the advice from Vita, your fist in between two muscles actually goes into the creature. It doesn't just make a sound. It's almost like you've torn through with your strength, John, almost like through paper, as if you just punched through paper. And now your fist is now within this creature. And as you pull it out, I'll say that when you punch something that hard, you know you hit something, like you hit like the perfect angle on something. When you punch something that hard, you normally expect a sound, a scream from a creature, right? But no sound emerges. But I'll say that as you pull your fist out, blood is now just splattering out of this well, okay, I'll say you don't know if it's blood. This black liquid starts spluttering out in between where you just pulled your fist out of, and it seems to be convulsing in the area, but no scream comes from the creature.
Okay. Can I briefly look at the end of it, and see where this neck is coming from?
Yeah, I'll say as you're kind of pulling your fist out, you glance over, and the neck just seems to go from outside. It doesn't seem like there's any tapering off or ends to it.
Okay. Well, we'll just deal with what's in front of us then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make another strike at the same area. This time, though, I want to try the combat grab again, which is
Okay.
this thing. So just
Okay.
another strike, and if I hit it, then I get well, actually, make a melee strike while keeping one. If the strike hits, you grab it. Okay, so it's just grappled. Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Multi-attack.
No way he grabs this giant worm with one hit.
Titan wrestler. Not. No.
Oh,
Okay.
almost.
Hater
Okay.
alert! Hater alert!
You try and
Non-powder.
punch again, but it kind of moves out of the way, and you just once again hit muscle. You
Okay.
do have one more action technically.
I do. I do have Titan Wrestler, which means I can like shove and do all this stuff to something two times, that's 2 sizes larger than me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to like pick the neck and shove it.
Okay.
So attempt an athletics check against the target's fortitude DC.
Go for it.
Go Waka. Wow.
Ooh,
I kind of want to use my
that's a
hero
rough.
point, but it's fine. It's not like it's not detrimental.
Highs and lows, baby.
Yeah, I'll say you try and push in, but now with just this black liquid that's just kind of on you and also just coming out of this wound, you just kind of slip with your hands. You try and shove with all your might, but it has now become this smooth surface with the liquid.
Gotcha.
But you can see that the muscles are almost convulsing at the place wherever you just punched. Turlon, it is now your turn.
Yeah, cool. Can I peek my head above the couch just enough to get a sight line on this spot, and then use the mirror to put a second me here?
Well, I'll say, unfortunately, your first action, you're not seeing the creature, so you kind of peek above.
Sure.
You do not see it, but I'll say you could get on the couch. Yes, I
But
don't
yeah,
think you
based on
could
what I
stand on
know,
the couch.
I had seen the creature. I guess I had seen the creature here.
If
'Cause,
you
yeah,
ducked right behind you.
Would I have seen it move this way when it moved on
I'll
its
say
turn?
I'll say you heard it move.
Okay.
Based off
So
your passive perception, but yeah, you just don't see it on your first turn. So I'll say
That's
that
fine.
you may have to roll if you're going to try and use your mirror so close to where the creature is, since you can't see it.
Well, I can always cancel the mirror and come back here. So
Yep.
let's go for it. First action, try to teleport. Standing on the couch. Sure.
Go for it. So give me a DC, or just a flat check with a 5 as the DC to see if this is successful.
Cool.
Cool. Then you suddenly appear on top of the couch, and as you're looking down, you're now in your mirror you, and the creature is directly right in front of you, and it looks like it's unhinging its jaw, ready to attack Felix again.
That sucks for Felix. I am going to second action exploit vulnerability again on this creature. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
He's drinking.
He's drinking.
27.
Against this, that's a success.
So I would know important
You
facts
learn its
about the
highest
creature.
weakness. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so its highest weakness is it is weak to slashing damage.
I think I get the number, or do I?
Then I'll say it's 5. That's the. You don't need to know much more than that.
Okay, yeah. I will call out that it is weak to slashing damage.
Okay.
And I will take my rapier and then make the attack against it. I believe it should be considered flanking. I think Foundry knows to take that into account.
It does. And you're attacking the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have it targeted. Okay. 29.
That is a hit.
Okay, and I will choose to exploit its mortal weakness. Actually, let me make sure I do slashing damage. Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter. I get it no matter what, right? So I will attack it, and this triggers its mortal weakness. It's slashing damage.
Okay.
As I just sort of like the sword is magically inclined towards a bit of extra sharpness, as I had like put out some like shaved metal that I had on the blade as I attacked.
Gotcha. Let me 43. As you kind of slash against the head, I'll say that even though it's kind of facing away from you, you can see there's just this protrusion on the top of the head where it kind of smooths back into the neck, which is not just as wide as the head. And then you slash along the top of that, and you can see now there's just this deep black cut along the top. And I'll say as you do make that slash, you hear that same scream again, but it is like almost air rushing out, and unfortunately, Felix, you get the brunt of it as just yelling into your face, just this sound in your face as it gets slashed.
Gross.
You have one more action.
Yeah. I'm gonna disappear back behind the couch.
Okay. Yoink.
Bye.
And it is now the head's turn, as I said, as it's letting out this scream. Felix, once again, its lower jaw kind of just falls to the ground, and as it's about to snap it up towards you, as it does a bite attack against you. So it's going to do a bite attack. Please don't roll low. Okay, we take that. As me. As it slashes down, or as the lower jaw kind of comes up, it goes to reach around, and it is now in between your left shoulder and your left arm, which is now within the creature's mouth. As its mouth kind of closes down, you are going to take the glimpse weakness is on the creature, so -4 to that. So that is 11, or 9, sorry. 9 damage to you as it closes in on your mouth. But as it closes in, I'll do the -9.
Glimpse weakness is over, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'll get rid of that. But as it goes around your mouth, Felix, you are now grabbed within its mouth as it's kind of holding on to you. Let me take away glimpse weakness from everything. And make sure I can do it. It is going to lower its jaw once again, since it just had you grabbed, but it is now going to attempt, to swallow you.
Oh my god.
So Felix, I need you to make, I will make an athletics check against your reflex DC.
Okay.
And it is lowering its jaw as it's trying to get into you.
Wow.
This
counts as attack, right? So it takes 1d4 for each of those attacks, by the way. Piercing damage.
Yes, you're right. You please roll 2d4 for me.
Guys, did it just swallow Felix whole?
What type of damage was it? It was piercing or slashing? That was weak to.
It was weak to slashing. I don't think Turlon has said that yet. But it's is it piercing? Is what this damage is?
A second bear.
Did you make that fucker clumsy? Did you add the clumsy condition to him?
Who?
The clumsy
The
condition
head.
is unfortunately on the neck that you hit.
Oh, that's so right.
Obviously.
So as the lower jaw unhinged towards you, Felix, it kind of got its top head over you, and before you are able to reflex move out of the way, the bottom kind of clamps down onto your chest. Is now the top half of, most of the top half of your body is now within this creature, and you are grabbed and slowed. Oh, did it automatically do it to you?
No, I don't have the nettle skin thing. I don't have like an effect for it, so I'm just putting a reminder in chat.
You just ate the cat.
Fuck.
Okay, you are grabbed and you are slowed 1. So that means you only have 2 actions. A turn, and you can try to escape by an acrobatics or athletics check.
Okay.
And okay, there's a lot with swallow whole, but I think that's everything for right now. But now the top half of your body has now been swallowed, and I'm going to say that it is going to use its last action to look at whoever slashed him. I'm going to kind of put Felix within the head real quick. It is going to look over at whoever slashed him, and let me say, I'm going to roll a 50-50 on this one. It's going to see you, Turlon, as it looks towards you, hiding above the couch. You hear just this, as it's kind of swinging around, you see that Felix's legs, I'll say if you're looking up at the creature kind of just hiding behind it, Felix's legs are slowly going in, and by the time that it turns around to look at you, you can just see Felix's feet as it's now
Freaking
entering
cat
its
feet.
mouth.
Felix got
Little cat feet. Yes, you're right. I forgot
They're
you're a
not
cat.
little.
Yeah, you see these paws going in.
My feet are big!
I'm like a bound cat. Well, I'm a big cat. Big.
Well, by no means is this ideal.
No. 1 second. I just want to make sure that.
When I came back and saw Swallow Hole on the screen, I was like, fuck.
I mean, what's it gonna do? It can't swallow me. It's gotta open its mouth to swallow me, then Felix will get out.
I have used Swallow Hole as a GM against my Pat players in a previous game before. It's very fun.
I don't buy it.
Don't buy it. Don't believe anything.
I don't buy it.
Has to hold its
I'll
ground.
believe it
Your
when I
mouth
see
swallow.
Okay, when you're first swallowed, you're going to take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. So take 5 damage, Felix. I can apply that to you if you want.
How gross
No.
is his like fucking
I would
tongue
appreciate
and teeth
it.
and shit?
Yep, I got you. Okay, I just need to make sure through everything. And at the end of its turns, while it's swallowed.
So at the end of Felix's turn, if he's still swallowed, he'll take that damage again.
Yes, okay. And then you can, yeah, okay. I think we're all good. I understand what rupture meant. I was trying to read what rupture meant. Okay. So that is the end of the turn. Vita, it is now your turn. It looks like it is now looking at Turlon as you see
So I can
paws
see it?
of Felix. Oh, right. Thank you for reminding. Unfortunately for your first action, you do not see it. It's
so I
crazy.
see paws floating in the air?
You see just 2 little paws for a moment disappear as you're blinking, and then there are no paws anymore as you're kind of gauging what the
I
fuck's
can
happening.
infer, I think, on
Yes,
floating
you saw
paws.
the swallowing happen, but all of a sudden, this is the first time you've experienced this. As you're just blinking, it has disappeared almost, but it's obvious that everybody else is still trying to fight something.
Okay, and this thing, it's not within touch with me.
Right now, you are not within reach of it. No.
Okay. Damn it. Okay, well, I'm going to spend one action sustaining Stoke the Heart on John. It'll last until John's next turn is over, then it'll fade away.
Okay.
And then he can't get it for another minute. Well. I'll just use, So I can see him now after my second turn, or like after my first action.
What
right?
is you
The
like
first
don't
action
know
is
it Vita, but
sustaining the
what's
spell.
Oh, yep, then you do see him. Yes. As soon as you
And
focus
then-
on getting the spell sustained, you now see it looking over Turlon.
Can I still see paws?
At this point, no, there are no paws. It seems like
Oh, no.
you can see kind of the muscles in the neck, I'll say, as you're looking for paws, kind of contracting in and out as it looks like Felix is slowly being swallowed.
Wow.
So he's just in there.
Yep.
I don't really know what to do
Great,
about
great
that.
thing to come back to, Kevin.
Early
really know what to
indications
do about
suggest
that.
as much, yes.
Is there like, I know I have to use 3 actions to try and free him. Okay. Well, can I use my other 2 actions to ask Ori if it knows what this is and try and do some sort of roll to learn? Otherwise, I'll just pass. I can't really do anything else.
Let me roll a religion check for me.
Much to think about.
I'll say that. I'll say that.
Thank you, Ori.
Ori
Shepherd.
is next to you and say, yeah, I'll say, Ori just yells out, I don't know, attack it! And then it's just that. I'll say that would only cast
man.
one action. You just
I'm
say,
gonna throw
what
that
is
thing in the
this?
fire when we're done.
I'll
with
say
this.
one action.
I'll just
to
say,
do
okay,
that.
man. I'll get up right next to it, and that's it.
Okay.
That's 3.
All right. Then Felix, it's your turn.
Jesus, current conditions.
You have 2 action. You have 2 actions.
Whoa.
You.
So make sure I'm getting this correct.
You can try to escape.
Yeah, if the victim escapes, okay.
Unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect.
Okay.
Yep.
Strikes.
And you can use acrobatics or athletics instead of your attack modifier if you choose.
So it's an unarmed attack modifier?
Yeah, it's unarmed attack, acrobatics, or athletics. It's up to you. But it still has the attack trait, technically, but, you can try it twice, I guess.
I'm gonna go... Can I use my... Claws and jaws are technically unarmed attacks.
If they're unarmed attack, then yeah, you can.
So
you may choose.
I'm gonna use the jaws.
Okay.
Roll.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, you definitely succeed. I'm just making sure. Yeah, okay, that's just a success. But as you succeed, you are being swallowed. You can you're feeling yourself kind of get constricted in, and with your jaws, you just start biting the inside of the mouth, and you feel this liquid start to fill your mouth, but you don't fucking care. You just keep biting as much as you can, and slowly you can feel the muscles start to contract you out. And I'll say that Turlon and Vita, you hear with this horrible, just like gassy, like retching sound, just this sound you hear, or you see. Let me move the head out.
Wait, did he damage it yet?
I don't know if it does any damage with this action.
Oh.
I think it's just the modifier.
It says if the monster takes piercing or slashing damage for the rupture value, then the swallowed creature gets itself free.
Yeah, but that's from the outside. I think the inside. Well, yeah,
no,
go.
It says a swallowed creature
can
attack with only unarmed attacks.
Go for damage for this.
But if we get a free throw up, I'll take it.
The throw up does happen, but if you want to roll damage, Felix.
Okay. 1 second. Kira's being nosy. Because, I thought that rupture value was, damage for the inside, so I was thinking I just gonna use my rolls for my attacks anyway, because my...
Oh, I see.
So I think I might just...
Yeah.
Second action. So technically third, because I lost the first one. I am just going to...
Okay, wait, real quick. Okay, I'm now reading it. I'm now getting it. Okay, but it is off guard, so because of that, it's a critical success on the creature, so it doubles, so it reaches over the rupture value. So I'll do 12 damage to it, and you are now spit out. So the same thing happens, but
let's go.
You do. I did only one. But you, with this horrible sound, you are now spit out, and I'll say that Turlon, Vita, and Felix, you feel it, but you can just see that there's just this black liquid that is just on your mouth.
Ew. Yucky, disgusting.
Well, you do have one more action, actually.
I would like to use that last action to use my claws, and since they're agile, I have a +6 instead of a +5 to hit.
Okay.
Yippee!
Let's go. Not good, but that's okay.
That is a miss. You are just kind of disoriented as you come in. And it looks like the creature is very upset. As you do this, and now, John, it is your turn.
I'm gonna see this thing chomp down on Felix and go, "Oh!" and to make sure that doesn't happen again, punch the same segment I've been wailing on the past couple of minutes now. Yeah, these are all my actions. Punch. If I miss, I'm using a hero point.
Nope, that's a hit.
Yeah. Hit it.
Okay.
Nice.
Roll some damage for me.
Let's go.
I'll say, as you punch into it, John, you once again go in the same hole that you just had punched in with the same punch, and as you go in, you feel your hand go almost like all the way to your elbow, and you feel, I'll say, your hand grabs something as you pull into it, and as you grab and kind of pull out, what is now kind of left within your hand is kind of this disc-like thing, or not the best way, like this kind of disc made out of almost bone. It's like caked in this black liquid. And as you pull it out, this time you hear a scream from the creature. Once again, Felix, just right in your face. This
God
one,
damn.
this one quite loud, but it almost gets cut off as it goes. This
Tom and Jerry scream.
and it gets cut off as you see the skin that you had punched through before John. It kind of starts to just rip as you've pulled out this segment, and as soon as the screen is kind of cut loose, you see the body, the segment that you had just punched twice through, kind of just rip into half as the lower half of it starts to just kind of fade out of the window as you have now split the creature into two. But the head is still, now at this point, the head is kind of making this almost gasping sound as the body kind of hits the ground with this solid thud. But it appears to still be alive. But John, that's your turn.
Where did the rest of the
That's
neck
one
go?
direction. It slid out of the window, almost like you had cut a rope, and the other end of the rope just fell out the window.
Presumably now falling 100 stories to the ground.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Hopefully.
you have 2 actions now.
I'm gonna 2 actions. I'm gonna use sudden charge again and just run over and kick the head as hard as I can.
Okay. You sprint on over to the head. You can see everyone's around you. As soon as you kick the head, what happens? Or make an attack. Sorry.
Wait. Move here so you have flanking bonus.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let's see. I don't see a flanking bonus added.
It'll do it.
automatically.
It should do it. So you roll it.
Which is good because that would not have hit. I
believe,
without the flanking bonus.
It did just barely hit because of the flanking bonus. So we'll go ahead and roll damage.
Whoa.
You can just go for a kick on this poor creature's head. You kick it right in the eye, and it once again lets out this now more decompressed just sound.
Can I kick it in the teeth?
Yeah, you can kick it in the teeth, of course.
You kick it in the teeth.
And I'll say one of the teeth kind of dents in a little bit as you kick it as hard. It cracks a little bit. But Turlon, is now your turn.
Kill this guy! I'm going to use my mirror to teleport here. Actually, I will... Am I counted as threatening the creature on this side of the couch?
You can, you mean, can you attack it?
If I'm here and I put second me here, does first me give second me flanking? As in, basically, the real underlying question being, is first me in this spot considered threatening this creature?
I'd say so. It can see you, so I'd say it's pretty threatening.
Cool. One action, second me here.
Okay.
Second action, I am going to use I'm going to use my ability Instructive Strike. I attack the creature and I learn something based on how the attack hits. Okay. So once again, using its mortal vulnerability, I will mortal weakness, I will grab some metal flakes and spread them across the blade of my rapier, and I will attack the head.
Okay.
Cool. And that hits. So I will.
So he's attacking the head.
He's attacking the head.
Attacking the head.
So he's attacking the head.
Oh my god! I rolled low.
Okay.
That's fine. Plus weakness, plus L, plus bozo.
You can give me an occultism check for your recall knowledge.
Excellent. Oh my god, I can't find it. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I want to know. Wait. Oh, actually, wait. Don't say anything yet. Sorry, hang on.
Okay.
I need to find it. Okay, yes. I will use my cognitive crossover reaction.
Oh my god.
I failed the occultism check.
This guy's ready.
So I can use a performance check to to make the check again.
Okay.
So I would say as I realized I'm not learning anything from the strike, I fling the sword up and take like an extra couple slices at it to try and learn more from the flared strikes.
Mm.
Critical success! Yeah! Woo!
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Pathfinder.
What I will say, what you learn about this creature from these strikes, as you are striking it, what you notice is this creature is relatively weak for what you have kind of thought about, or like, you've heard that something has been disappearing. Hundreds of people have disappeared. So it's kind of odd that there's this creature here. And I'll say that based off of the way that the neck moved when you saw it kind of fall out of the window, and based off of how quickly it ate, Felix, everything's kind of clicking in your head that this is not the only monster, or this is not like the only creature that is affecting it. So I'll say that you kind of gauge from your attacks that for something that has apparently caused hundreds of missing people, this is pretty weak.
Cool. All right. As my third action,
Go.
I will attack again and hit. Yippee!
Nice.
So once again, I spread metal bits on the sword and I attack and do 9 damage, and then trigger his weakness of 5.
Yes. All right. I will say this is unbelievable timing. As you kind of slash its eye, and it looks like it's about to, like it is just withering on the ground. Its mouth is open, and you do one more strike almost through its mouth, and you can see the end of your sword appear through the back as it now lays limp along your sword. But unfortunately, with the roll and just how everything has just been laid out, you hear, all of you, a crash from behind you as now another looking creature smashes through the window. And once again, you now see another head
A
appear.
second creature has hit the greenway. A
These
second creature has hit the greenway.
through the window. And let me add him to the combat. Let me set his initiative real quick.
Mods, kill this guy.
Kill this guy.
With
Shoot that man.
a 19. So as soon as this creature is dead, which is phenomenal timing, I was like, we're going to go 2 rounds and then the second one appears.
You underestimate us.
I really do. As soon as you,
I really do.
As soon as you decimate this guy.
Show up just in time to watch your friend die, bitch. Eat shit. You're next.
Dead. Emerging from you now, we now have ending your turn, Turlon. You see the head appear, and there are still 2 Turlons because it takes an action to disappear one.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will say it's going to take 1 action to move over to you, Turlon.
I am officially in an unenviable position.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh yeah.
Dude, go ahead. Try to swallow me whole. Watch me literally disappear, you fucking idiot. I can and will do it.
You fool.
It is going to do an attack against you. A bite attack.
Laugh at him. Laugh at him. Maybe not laugh too much, but still laugh at him.
Man, look at these low rolls. You take 11 damage there, Turlon. And you are now grabbed within its mouth. So let me apply grab to you. Oh, whoops. Let me untarget these people. Okay. Almost a critical success. Unfortunate. But as you you are now grabbed, Turlon, as you see both Vita, Felix, and John, and I guess you, Turlon, you see the other you, this other creature kind of crash in and slowly come up, and now has bitten kind of your shoulder as its lower jaw has fallen to the ground, and then come into the to the top. Let me damage you with that, and it is going to attempt to swallow you. So I need it's going to make an athletics check against your reflex DC.
Okay, I gotta read something.
Bro needs to read.
This guy needs to read. Oh, we love it.
Yeah.
One thing that I feel is worth noting is that so as rules as written, it says when you move, the effect ends. I don't know if you consider this being moved or not. I'm gaming it a little bit because at the start of my next turn, I will disappear anyway. But like, I don't know.
I will say he hasn't moved, so you have not moved. I think, from the square, I think is the spirit of what it's going for with that. So I think it has now swallowed you. You are slowed.
What does second me look like, or I guess first me look like when this is happening?
Because you both imitate, right?
Yeah,
That's
What?
so funny. That's so funny.
One of them basically, yeah. The first me mimes the second me.
That's so fucking funny.
Okay,
Like it doesn't move exactly, but it says like if I swing my sword, the other me will go like for like a, like a little like parry almost move. So that's the level of mimicking.
I will say that you take 4 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, I'll say Turlon. I'll say Vita, Felix, and John. You see the other Turlon. Its arms just get squished in as it just stuck its sword into the head of this creature, and it gets quickly pulled out as his arms are now just, or their arms are now just stuck against their side. And I'll say that you see Turlon. It's very difficult to keep your head looking at the other one, but it feels like your head is being forced upwards, and there's almost this constricting movement as you're trying to move. But the other Turlon is now currently swallowed. So Vita, it's your turn.
Reminder that Vita, if you have any fucked up spells, you can cast spells through me.
I am. I'm casting Chill Touch through the swallowed Turlon.
Okay.
Just to see if I can get a little status effect here for free, even though I'm not within touch range.
Okay.
So you gotta do a basic fortitude roll on the worm.
Okay.
My body is getting moved.
The worm.
Crazy.
Okay, you're fine.
You're fine.
He's good.
Which one of you, Craig, or which one of you guys do the extra damage? Slashing damage?
Oh,
slashing. No, not you.
Oh no.
It has a weakness. All of us do. It has a weakness to slashing damage.
Well, I don't do any slashing damage.
I do slashing.
Okay.
My claws.
Stoke the Heart is done with John, and he can't get it again for a minute. So I will stoke the heart of Felix.
Yeah, baby.
And those are my 3 actions.
All right. Oh, so many buttons. Okay, and I will stoke the heart on Felix.
And remove it from John, yeah.
Yep, there we go. Felix, it's now your turn.
Fusion.
Bro, it's my turn.
Bro.
What the hell?
You just got swallowed onto this couch. Black stuff is dripping from your mouth. You saw Turlon just kill this thing, but now another one has burst through and is eating.
I am not slowed anymore. So I'm gonna action step over here.
Okay.
Second action, I'm gonna Jaws is the bigger one. My second action, first attack, Jaws. It wouldn't count as flanking if I went here, right? Because
it would not.
Vita. No. Okay, good.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
That's such a huge L. I will use my claws as my second attack and third action.
Okay.
Oh.
That is just barely a miss, unfortunately.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Cat, man.
Fuck you. That's it, I guess.
A bigger cat might have hit that.
Should have given it to Turlon.
I don't know. I'm currently inside of him, so.
You about to vanish.
True.
Wait. Well, let's go back 1 second. Wait, what does Stoke the Heart do again? Oh, to damage
extra
rolls.
damage.
Okay, not to attack rolls. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, John, it's your turn.
Well, I can't punch through Felix, as small as he is.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't bother to do anything.
I'm gonna. Well, I'm just gonna reposition myself, I suppose, and I'll use that charging thing.
That looks like a really fun ability.
You can use sudden charge. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah. 7. Miss.
7. That's a miss. Just barely.
No.
I want to use my hero point.
Oh, God.
That's a note. Sorry, I say shouldn't that technically be considered flanking? Although the game doesn't detect it because Vita is on the other side of the same. Like they're different tokens, but it's the same. It's the same creature.
No, it's
I don't know
not.
how the
That's the
game
body of the other
a different
one that died.
neck, a
Yeah,
different
it's
head.
a different head.
Oh my God! Laugh at me.
Seriously, laugh.
Laugh.
Clown this fucker. I'm using my hero point.
Can you mark the other spots as dead so I don't be stupid again?
No.
Well, that's a little different. That's a little different.
Doesn't
Dude,
matter.
punch the head. Punch the fucking head.
That's just a little different.
Turlon will
from
be
a
okay.
7. I get around there.
Punch the head.
You hit through into me.
So this time deals normal damage to one target adjacent to the original target. Well,
you can also do damage to the neck as well.
Okay,
like a sonic punch.
You could deal. Does that mean you'll just double up on the damage you do again? Because you'll be doing it to 2 different segments.
The damage may be separate. I'll just say that.
Damage to okay. Well, that says critical. It does it automatically, doesn't it? Oh wait, no.
Yeah, if you do damage on a critical, it should automatically double it. 26.
Okay. And then also the target must succeed at a DC 22 Fortitude save against my class DC.
Okay.
Where do I see that?
It's 22.
No.
There you go to 22.
Or be slowed 1 until the end of my next turn.
Alright, Fortitude. Man, I love some nice low rolls, dude. I love it.
Laugh at this slow idiot.
Slowed now.
I love it. A critical specialization, I like that.
That's 2 nat 20s from John on the worm.
Yeah, fucking crazy, dude.
And now I'm gonna make another combat grab. I just want to get this. I want to grab this fucker.
Okay.
Come here.
Damn it.
Miss again. God
That's
damn.
a miss, unfortunately.
That multiple attack penalty is devastating.
Wait, it doesn't. I feel like I'm going crazy. It doesn't.
Spits you out, right? Because you got hit with the.
I'm just trying to figure out why Foundry applies the. I might just not understand the rules, but that action doesn't have the attack trait. So I'm trying to figure out why it's.
No, it's because I make a melee strike while keeping. So if I hit it, then I just grab it automatically.
Mm.
But I have the multiple attack penalty, so it's.
Hate to see it.
High risk, high reward. Anyway, that's my turn.
Well, does it spit him out?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh.
Lock it in, reading the
It
rules.
takes piercing or slashing damage equaling or exceeding the listed rupture value.
Nope.
Swallowed creature
right?
cuts itself free. So it's like it's only the swallowing or the.
Now there's another section where it says what we can do to free the.
But that takes 3 actions of cutting the monster open.
Then no.
Yeah, it's only if I.
But that's
damage.
only if it dies. Okay. So yeah, you as you punch John though, I'll say you don't get taken any damage, Turlon. But just through this weird experience you're experiencing, or even just watching yourself experience, you can almost feel the presence that just got absolutely. You just feel your head just get moved as the whole body jostles. But
keep it up out there.
Here.
Rocking around.
Keep it up out there, guys. You're doing
keep
good.
it up. Keep it up.
Jeez.
All right. Is that all your actions, or
Yeah,
I think you
it
have
takes
one
2
more.
to move and punch, and then I took another 1 to punch.
That's like a barbarian
yes,
version.
you're right.
It takes 2 to tango.
Oh. All right. Then Turlon, it's now your turn.
Well, at the start of my turn, I have to choose one. So I will choose this one.
Okay.
Bye.
So does that take an action to dismiss it?
No, it's at the start of my turn. I have to choose one.
Okay, got you. I vaguely remember that. All right.
Which one is the real one?
So
Suddenly, you hear the mouth just clamp down as the creature suddenly just lets out an exhale of hair that it was not expecting. As it no longer has shit in his mouth.
Laugh. Point, laugh, point, laugh.
Holy shit, he's stupid.
All right, your turn.
What to do in this sitch? What to do? You'll never believe it. I am going to.
I'll never believe it.
First action, move there.
Okay.
Second action. I would love to attack, but second action, I'm going to mirror myself there.
Oh.
Third action, I am going to. Actually, I guess I'll just make the attack since I know that I trigger this thing's weakness. This is the same kind of creature. So I will target that creature, and I'll use my third action to make a strike. Is that a crit with the flanking involved? I mean, it doesn't list it, so maybe it isn't, but
yeah, it's not applying it, so it is a crit. I don't know why it's not applying it.
Cool. I will roll the critical damage, knowing that I do slashing damage, so it triggers its weakness.
Yeah! Sorry about your worm, Steven.
No
Sorry
worries,
about
dude.
your worm.
No worries, dude. It's just how it fucking is, dude.
No worries, no wormies.
No worries, dude.
There can be a third one. There can be a third head.
He's making it up right now. There wasn't one, but now he's.
I'm fucking debating on it, buddy. I'm debating on it.
Oh my god.
I'll say that just from the back, once again, you know it was a weak spot for whatever reason on the top of its head to slash on it. Just and it lets out this sound as it's getting absolutely fucked. But no, those are all your turns. I'll say
that's a real jumpy around turn for me. I start inside of his mouth, I disappear 15 feet away, step forward, appear right behind him, stab him.
All right.
That's how we do it.
What it is going to do, it is going to I did not ever put the description. Okay, I have it written in Google Docs, but it's going to use the. It's going to use 2 actions. I'll put it on its head's turn. It's going to use 2 actions to do the thrash attack. I don't have a description. I don't know why I put it in the chat, but it's going to use its thrash attack.
Damn.
Let me make sure. I've actually got to fucking put it in Foundry.
You know what thrashes you?
Stupid.
Thrashes you and thrashes you.
Oh, sorry, thrashes you.
Oh.
Yowie, ouch, yowie, yowie, yowie.
Wowie zowie!
What?
What?
So it's going to use a thrash attack where, almost in this anger, it's going to let out this, the same sound you've heard before, but at a decibel that you've almost, it's jarring to hear, since you all are right next to it, almost as a warning. But before you all can even do anything, its entire body just begins to just move forward and just slash back and forth, just through everything, through the couches that it's now interacting with, through the body of its companion, this other head. It is now thrashing around. Shit out of the way. It just knocks it away. And I need you all to make reflex saving throws.
Good. Oh, Vita.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh.
This would be a good point situation, I must admit.
Yeah, that's more interesting.
18.
I'll say, Felix and Turlon, you both, just do a normal success. John, you fail, and Vita, you critically fail. So let me look up the damage I listed.
What do you mean?
Not good.
I just kind of realized what I was listening to.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
1 a.m. extended.
He's chilling.
Chilling. You all are going to take 5d10 bludgeoning damage. So, Vita, you all are knocked 15 feet back in another direction. But Vita, you are knocked prone. The rest of you are able to stay on your feet. But okay, let me do this one person at a time. So for Turlon, should I do it to? I mean,
it only affects one of me. I get to choose which one it affects. I don't think that matters here because it's just damage. But
well, it's gonna move one of y'all is the problem.
Even with the success, then yes, I need to choose which one. And I think I make that decision based on what it looks like. I don't need to meta know what's happening, but I'm gonna get blown away from this direction, right?
Yeah. So like this, you would be moved here, or like yeah.
I'll choose to be this one.
Okay.
As this one, just like the light, it like blurs and disappears.
Okay. Let me do some measurement. That's 15 feet. 15.
I don't know how you've been listening to this 1 a.m. extended Animal Crossing song, because it's completely changed my vibe to be playing this right now.
John is not worried about this worm.
Unbothered.
Okay. Let me get rid of this thing. Crashes around, and then okay. So John, you take the full 23 damage. Felix and Turlon, you take half.
Not even weird shit, dude. Not even a fucking dent.
And Vita, you are knocked prone. Let me do that.
Oh.
Laughing the trail, old man.
Oh god.
Yikes.
Yo.
Where's fucking prone? There it is. God. Okay. That is its 2 actions, and it is going to, as it sees that you are easy prey, Vita, it is going to move towards you. No.
Please.
One moment. I know I gotta
One
lore.
moment, I gotta move all the body parts.
Lore accurate.
I'm
I
just
gotta hold.
holding my hand out. I'm not looking good.
Ah,
I gotta
Guys.
hold M for all of these. Okay.
so funny.
Christ.
Well, since you did not use your hero point, if you get knocked unconscious, you can use your hero point to not die.
That's pretty big.
See, that's why we keep them.
That's why we keep them around.
Oh yeah. And that is the end of its turn. Vita, it's your turn. You are on the ground and you see this 5-foot tall face approaching you
Oh,
as it just
God.
let out this crazy scream.
I'm so close to death. This okay. I am going to. Is its mouth open or closed? It's like right next to me.
Its mouth is looking to be opening, not fully open, but it's open.
I am going to, while prone on the ground, just reach in my pocket and pull out Rogue's ball.
Okay.
And try and just lay it inside the mouth of that thing.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
You're kind of just trying to put it in his mouth.
Just to hold it there.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll say
So I have to
make
melee
like
attack.
make an attack. Yeah.
That's,
I
that's
guess
what it
to
says in the
see.
ball,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, but like you're not just laying it on somebody. Like look at. I mean, if you look at the description of the ball.
Yeah, like if successful user holds the ball against the enemy's flesh. That's what I'm trying to
Oh,
do.
okay.
Just,
You're
like, hold it
you're
in
okay.
its
You're
mouth.
trying to do. Oh, okay. That's just but just one action. You're just trying to attack it in its mouth.
Yeah, one
Okay.
action, yeah.
Then
Just by holding the ball in its
strike.
mouth.
Yeah, I get what you're
The
saying.
shrinking candy. Dude, that'd be crazy.
That'd be great.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Hold
Let him
hold
cook.
on.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
No, wait just a minute.
Wait
I wish I had thought of that a moment earlier.
Yeah, I can't do that because all my stuff's polymorphed.
How do I like just make a normal?
You should
do
be able to
both
strike
sides.
with it. Like in a strikes. You go in the top left, strikes.
I clicked the wrong button. I see. Fucking god damn.
Oh, barely miss.
No!
Barely a miss.
Okay.
That's
Okay, I guess I fucking lose my ball or it's set on the ground. This sucks. I'm prone. I'm looking through my bag 'cause I don't have any. All my spells are ranged. Literally, the only other thing in my bag is this candy.
Throw it in his mouth. Throw it in his
Throw it in
mouth.
his mouth. Throw it in his mouth.
I literally, it's the only thing I can do. I'm
Do it. Do it.
I'm gonna throw a piece of that candy in its mouth.
okay. Give me,
I have 12 shrink candies.
give me an unarmed attack.
Holy
The
shit,
minus
you're fucking
minus
sweating
the
like
penalty.
crazy.
Oh, I always sweat like this. It's so
Oh my
annoying.
god. Yeah, same.
No, I'm hero pointing. I'm hero pointing.
I gotta get the candy in the mouth.
Come on,
Do
please.
No.
Damn it.
Just barely. Just barely. I'll say you throw a
Okay.
candy and it just goes wide.
So I'm down to 11 candy now.
Now down
Alright,
to
I'm
11.
trying that again for my third action.
Okay.
Should that be considered an attack? It doesn't do damage.
It's gonna be a nat 20 candy. It's gonna throw directly into the stomach.
No.
Almost a 20. Almost.
Put it in his
that
mouth.
was so close.
Now
You
throwing
throw-
shit out of my bag at this thing. I can't move.
I'll say, as an action, you accidentally grab 2 and you throw it.
Fuck. Okay, I'm down to
So that's a
9.
critical miss.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Felix,
You
it
guys
is now
gotta
your turn.
kill it this round.
You guys gotta kill him. You gotta kill him.
Oh my god.
Also, Craig doesn't have Stoke the Heart anymore. I couldn't sustain it.
No.
This thing's gotta have like 5 health, right?
Probably. The other one had 60, and I think we've hit it for a combined. I
like
think I got it for 29,
50
and
something.
you must have gotten it for 30, right, LaFleur? So
Yeah,
it's got to be at like
26.
1 HP.
A little low.
One hit.
He's prepping the third head right now.
The third head's in, it's over.
If a third one comes in, you should just leave the room. We got it.
If the third one's over, I've got my emergency spell and I'm out of here.
There's 4 windows.
I don't need windows, man.
No,
I'll be out.
4 windows.
Oh,
means
4 more.
heads.
4, one in each window.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's fine.
Okay, Felix.
My turn? Alrighty.
Yep.
Go, kitty
You're
cat,
fine.
go.
Meow.
Don't do that.
Whoa.
Alright.
Whoa.
I'll move 25 feet.
Yep.
Action number 1. Jaws.
That's a
Kissing and
miss.
shitting.
No kid.
Claws.
Okay.
Oh, that's
All
better.
right.
That's
All right.
better. That's a hit. That's a hit.
Yup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Felix, please kill it.
Okay. Claws.
Vito looks
Damage.
fucked right now.
My hands are shaking, my eyes wide. I never got hit in any previous encounter, and now I'm about to die.
Oh my god.
This is a new sensation.
This is a very new sensation.
Baby's first near-death
Or
experience.
Help me.
slashing damage.
No.
With its weakness, that should come up to 9 slashing damage, right?
Okay, 9
Yes,
is good.
yes, exactly. The 9. If it was a 4, it would have been 1 away. So it's 9.
Oh
You're
my
right,
god.
and it's
Damn.
slashing damage. All right, I'll say, how do you want to slash at this monster? I won't bring in a third one, even though I want to. How do you slash at this monster?
I just slash at like the part where its jaw would connect to the rest of its like face, so then part of that side of the jaw just kind of hangs loose.
Yes.
And then it dies. I
Yeah,
just
I'll-
I mean,
continue
there is
to
a big dent in its head from John, so
Yeah, I'll say
fine.
you
Yeah,
slash
if that's enough
across
to
its
kill it,
mouth.
I slash it, and then it's just like, oh, and then falls over dead as it
Yeah,
goos
I'll say it slashes, and as it does, the entire body kind of starts to slam on the ground. But I'll say that it starts to fly backwards quickly. And I'll say if anybody wants to do any actions, they can. But it's starting to slide back quite quickly. Its body seems to be limp and no longer working.
I'm
and
not
it's
fucking
just
with
sliding
that.
back.
I'm
No, I'm not. I'm
gonna try to cut the head off.
I'm not
like,
leaping
run,
out the
like,
window
just,
after
like,
anything.
like run up quickly and just like cut the head. Actually, no, we have a head. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Fall away, bitch.
I
okay.
want to run towards the window and see where it's going.
Yeah.
Okay. You can do that.
While they're doing that, I'm going to. Can you unpause so I can walk?
Yeah, let me end the encounter.
I'm going to walk up to Vita and check on them.
Okay.
Or check on him.
Gotta run up to a window to see
There's
where the hell.
drool coming out of my
Vita.
mouth.
Vita, you alright?
Vita looks not good.
I'm just staring off.
I'm going to shake my my chalice out, and Steven, I assume we're not going to, just for flavor purposes, I assume we're going to be safe for the next 10 minutes.
You never know, but yes, yeah.
And then my chalice, I'm gonna, even though my chalice doesn't actually refill for 10 minutes, I'm going to, take out my chalice, and you see liquid pools up in it, and I hand it to you. Let's just say drink.
Yeah, I can't move. Yeah.
I'll say John and Felix as the 10 minutes is passing for the drink to fill up. I'll say John, Felix, you look out the window and you can just see, just as you're looking out, kind of in the moonlight. Let me do Wow, that's crazy. Felix, John, as you run up, you're looking over and you're just kind of still filled with rage. You're ready to fight something. You're looking for other heads to come. You've been anticipating it. There's going to be another one crashing in any second. And as you look over, as the head just kind of starts to go out the window, you look out and there's just nothing there. It looks like the head just disappeared as soon as it went out the window. But Felix, as you run up, you, as a cat, given, just not only just your normal, elf dark vision, but you, with your perceptions of being a cat, you kind of hunch up and you look through the window and you can see this long coiled neck is falling, and on one of the leaves of the vine that you look out at, it kind of hits one of the leaves with this large thud, and then it slowly starts to fall all the way to the ground. You don't see an end of it. It just looks like this long coil. And as it gets out of your vision, you did not. You feel like you got there as quick as you could with your, cat-like reflexes, and you can see pretty well. You don't feel like you are affected by whatever is making this creature invisible, and you don't see a bottom to it. You can't see it. And
What was that?
Vita, drink from the chalice.
Pretty sick.
I lift up your head as you drink. It's warm, like it feels like any healing type potion. It's relatively tasteless, maybe like slightly of like dry red wine. But it's pretty palatable. And you heal for 18 HP.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, Steven, by the way,
yeah,
what is do we have like a wooden floor or something?
this is like the floor of the plant. It's like the inside of a plant.
Can I easily scratch something into it with my cat claws?
Yes, yeah.
I want to scratch Hydra really quickly.
Yeah.
And I want to make it deep enough so that if it like heals, it won't heal out like immediately.
Yeah, I think you know plants enough to know that. Yeah. Yep.
You cut an apple.
I'll say that Vita, as you're kind of reeling from this Turlon, it's crazy. Turlon allows you to, or makes you drink this liquid. You feel a little better. I'll heal you for the 18.
Thanks.
As you're healing from the drink, trying to contemplating, and you look over and you see this giant fucking thing on the ground, and you have no fucking idea where it came from. I'll say, Turlon, as you are handing off the drink, I'll say that, well, what do you say, Vita? Vita, you don't know you don't remember this thing entering the room.
I don't remember anything that just happened.
You looking at this creature, at this thing in the room, this long, like,
dead
head, and it's the first time you fucking seen it.
What? What the fuck what is that? What's going on?
Do you say that?
Yeah.
Do I still remember?
Right now you do.
Turlon is smart enough to clock that. I am going to immediately, run. Actually, is there any material that can be written on near me in my vicinity?
And there's the ground, there's things you can etch into, but there's no, paper sitting around.
I am going to, I don't know what makes you forget, but I'm smart enough to realize, based on what we've heard, that Vita forgot. So I'm going to look at this creature, and I am just going to keep it in my periphery, and I'm going to write on my arm with the pen that I keep on my equipment in my various pouches. and the ink. I'm gonna unbottle it and just try to write. We fought the creature. I pull up my sleeve. I write on the I guess I'm right-handed, but I don't want it to be on my left arm for obvious reasons. So I scrabble handwriting onto my right arm. That we saw the creature that is causing the murder, and we fought it, and we're forgetting it. And like I'm gonna write snake like, and I'm gonna write all that in Discord.
So
What the fuck is going on?
I'll say
And I'm
John.
going to yell. I'm gonna yell out. Vita's forgetting the fight, while keeping my eyes on the creature.
What's
So,
Close
Steven,
my eye.
were you gonna do anything, Steven? That's why I was waiting. I wasn't sure. If
I'll say
sorry.
Felix and John. This is you, and you write it in the ground. I'm kind of expediting just because there's a lot of things that are time sensitive here. I'm just going to, for this one time, expedite the wine glass thing, or just say it happens later, whatever the retcon needs to be. But I'll say in this moment, it's probably been about a minute, and Turlon has just called out that Vita is not remembering anything, and you just saw this thing kind of fall down like 30 seconds ago, and you just etched into the ground Hydra.
Yeah, so I scratched that into the ground. I think that's the last thing I do before I have to turn back because the spell runs out.
Okay.
And then I will look up. I'll be like kind of crouching down when I transform back into a person, and I'll like look over at where I guess they're sitting on the floor.
Yep.
I will look back to John and then give him like a "Are you okay?" like kind of head nod look.
John looks over at you and just no longer raging, just gives a thumbs up.
I give him a thumb. Sweet, I thumbs up back, and I head over to the other two.
What are you doing, John?
Does John remember? Is he starting to forget as well?
Right now, no. They just called out the Vita's forgetting, but you still see the creature. You still remember, pulling out that shit from the first creature or second one coming in. You're racking your brain. You still remember everything right now.
Oh yeah, I have goop all over my arm and a disc, right?
Yep. You pulled out like a vertebrae.
He's got the goop.
Hang on, I only have any. John doesn't carry shit on him. Yeah, he uses the goop and writes on the wall, like puts his handprint on the wall.
Okay.
And then, just uses it, I don't know, also to write Hydra maybe.
Okay.
Or does he remember anything from the book now? Like, it was definitely the two-headed monster, right? That the little guy talked about.
Yeah, you remember there was a two-headed monster.
Okay. I think that was it. And he's gonna go over to it over here.
Okay.
And just kind of like keep staring at it, make sure it's dead.
Okay. So we'll go zoom back to Vita, Felix, and Turlon. Vita, you have no idea how the fuck this thing appeared and why you're laying on the ground.
Vita, we just fought that thing. It's probably what's causing all of these things, and I'm guessing Felix and I are also going to lose memory of it very quickly.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna start. I'm listening, but I'm gonna walk up to start harvesting all the little bits and doodads that I normally do.
I mean, we killed it, right?
Yes, and there were two. Fuck. And I pull out my pad and I write 2 on my arm, presuming I don't forget what I'm doing in the middle of pulling up.
For gore.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stare at then the dead
Mhm.
body,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna look away.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
What do you mean do you look right back at it?
No, I like look completely away for probably like 5-10 seconds. Like I'm staring at the wall,
Okay.
and then do I remember it in that time or do I forget it?
There you don't remember anything. You're trying to rack your brain about. You fought this thing. We just fought it. You're laying on the
No, like I
ground.
look at it now
Yo,
and then I turn away. Do I forget it again when I look away that I just saw this dead body?
right now, no, you do not remember the fight. You remember that Turlon just said to you that we
Yeah.
fought this thing. Yes,
Okay.
you remember that.
John, and I say as I walk up to you, and Steven, what are a couple body parts that I can harvest from this thing?
It is a tube of flesh. So there's
Okay.
a head, a face, and a body. So there is a certain amount of flesh. But I'll say, what did you ask John again?
Oh, I was about to ask you on something I hadn't yet. As I was just really quickly, I'm gonna add fucked up creature body parts to my inventory, and I start. I get ready to start cutting it, and John, I say to you, "Is this like anything you researched for the museum?"
Yeah, there was
I'll say,
something
John,
in
unfortunately, as soon
what?
as he asked that question, you are looking down and you don't see any creature.
Yeah.
Turlon's
Like,
just kind of kneeling down.
You point out a
wait,
knife.
wait, wait. Let me figure out how to phrase this. Was this anything like you researched? Was it anything like what I researched?
I look to you and I say fuck, just like out
The
loud.
hell is the hell is this goop on me?
Um. Okay.
And I'll say, Vita, if you look back ever at the creature, you don't see a creature.
Yeah, I look back. Okay. Do I forget that I was just looking at a creature, or do I just?
Turlon said you fought something. That's all you remember.
Did you
Must be
forget?
gone now.
What do you last remember, John?
What
We
does
just
John last remember?
You woke up, there was some commotion, and now you're standing here.
I just kind of relay that to Turlon.
we have to talk quick, John. What do you remember from your research about the creature we're looking for?
I
And
remember that
I'm listening, but I immediately go to cutting up the creature while I still have memory and knowledge of what I'm doing.
remember that it had multiple heads, that it messed with your memory. One head sang while the other one consumed its prey. Sort of put you into a dreamlike state.
I'm gonna drop my pen. I'm gonna drop you. Cut me off if you have to, Steven. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna drop my knife and pull out my pen and try to write two-head creature ?
We
On
should
my arm.
leave. We should leave this place. I can't even see what you're talking about right now. I don't know what's going on.
I know that I'm not listening to you because of what's happening. And I don't respond, and I keep cutting up pieces while I can. Felix, do you still remember this? John forgot too.
Do I remember it?
Yeah, you remember everything, or everything that's happening, and you now see Vita and John just looking around as if there's nothing around.
But like I can still very obviously see the part of it.
You still see the creature, and I'll say, Felix, out of the corner of your eye, you see in the hole in the window, just for a moment, it's in your brief vision, it looks like something just left out of this window to the right, where the second creature had come out of.
So, left as in?
It looks like something was in the window and has just left.
Oh. Not that it had, yeah, because I'd already seen it falling out, so this is a separate thing.
This
okay,
is something completely different, yeah.
Shit. That's so bad.
We should get out of here.
Yeah, I look really quickly, and I see that there's nothing there, even though there definitely was.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go, oh, there's a lot more heads.
I stop. I stop and I turn around. There's more?
Yeah, but they're not here right now, I don't think.
Heads of what?
I think Vita's right. We should leave. We'll
Do
tell
we-
you in a minute.
Do we have a head here? Is there a head someone can see here or
Yes.
something?
I pat the head. Here.
Can I feel it even though I can't see it?
If you try and walk up to it,
Like feel where Tarlon's
as you
patting?
start to walk up to it, you kind of Turlon seems to be patting just the air for a moment, and you refuse to reach down, and you try and touch it, and all of a sudden, out of your vision, there's just a table that was sitting here, and that's what Turlon's patting. You kind of put your hand on the table, and it kind of feels weird, but okay, it makes sense now.
Okay,
Turlon
then
was just tapping the
table.
What's the goop and what's the vertebrate I'm holding now?
Oh, that was the goop from the creature.
Am I running out of arm space to write?
No, I'm asking Steven. Has
I'll
it changed into anything?
I'll say, John, it looks like you're holding a plate. I don't know why you're holding a plate.
Why is my arm covered in maple syrup?
Oh, John, that's goo from the monster, and that's like a vertebra segment thing.
I'll say,
definitely don't lick it.
I'll look at John. Did you see this happen? What are they talking about?
I'm forgetting, but I believe them because I read about this.
Do I have more arm space?
As you go to write more, Turlon, you forget what you're gonna write, and you look back and you don't see a creature in front of you. In fact, you read your arm and you see, we fought creatures causing murders. We are forgetting snake-like, two-headed creature. You're not entirely sure what that means.
I need to use the bathroom while I think about how Turlon would react to that.
Okay, well, I was gonna look at, I guess, Tarlon, but the others and say, look, if this was part of it that Tarlon was saying, we should just take this table with us.
Honestly, not a bad idea.
Yeah,
How much does this table weigh?
Yeah, John, you didn't see the table, and now you look down. Oh no, there's a table right in front of you.
Let me react that. What table?
This table.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
We should take this.
Felix, they're just discussing tables, and John he's got a plate in his hand, and I'll say for a moment, Turlon looks like they were writing something, but has kind of paused for a moment. And I'll say, let me do one more rule. I can't, I'll have to say it after the session, but Felix, you look to your right, and you see in the open window, you see a face.
Are you fucking with me?
And you blink, and it's gone.
God damn it!
Well, I'll say actually this time, I'll say, Felix, do you blink? That's the best. I'll say it this way. Do you blink? Do you think you would blink?
So this is still, I'm like, oh, there's something that just left the corner of my eye.
Mm-hmm.
Like, am I still in that mode and then I see it?
Yeah, like they're talking about tables and stuff. John says he has a plate, and then you look over to your right, and you just happen to glance, and you see a face, and it's up to you if you think you would blink or not. It's entirely up to you.
Hold on, let me see something. I would not blink. I would try to keep my eyes open and stare at the thing.
Okay, then I would say,
I would do that, and I'd say, we really, really need to leave. There's a lot of them.
Oh my god.
And as you're staring, you see the face start to go down, like away from the window.
I sprint up to the window. Can I open? How? Actually, okay, so I'm willing to, like, elbow the window, like, broken, if it means I get to maintain a direct line of sight with this thing as it goes down.
Yeah, I'll say you can start running to the window, but Turlon, how do you react that you don't remember what you were writing? And
I do see on my arm the writing.
Yes.
And I take it at face value, saying that we fought the creature. And I look to Felix while also having just said we should leave. And I am going to say, if what's written on my arm's any indication, I agree. And I'm going to start picking up my things and getting ready to pack them up and get going.
Okay.
No, like pretty frantically. Like I'm not like panicking, but I am like, quickly putting everything away.
I'll say Vita, John, what are y'all doing? Felix is running towards the window.
I'm
Turlon's
asking
moving
John if
away.
he can pick up this table.
How heavy is this table?
You go and try and pick it up. I mean, give me a strength check. I mean, who gives, you never
Who
fucking.
gives a
Give me
fuck?
an athletics check. Give me an athletics check, sir.
No hero point here.
Oh my
Okay.
fucking god, I swear, dude. Okay, so
Table's the
Okay.
key to all
The
this,
goat,
John. Can
the
you
goat,
lift this?
The goat.
as soon as you start to go and
Oh
lift the
my
table,
god.
it looks like as you start to lift it, it's really fucking heavy, and you're like, you know what? I'm John. I can fucking lift this, and you start lifting, and you look to your right,
Yep.
and the table. You now see, before it looked like just like a wooden table. It looks like it's made out of concrete, and it looks like it is like a 20-foot long table.
Okay.
It
No,
looks like
this is
it looks like a really long table just going to the right, and you're like, maybe
Yeah.
I could lift this, but holy shit, it's heavy.
all right. If I knew what this thing actually was, I probably could. But
Okay,
it keeps...
just keep that plate, or just keep the plate with
I'll
you.
keep the plate. That should be enough.
Mhm.
What's over there?
And
Do I
Felix,
see?
I'll say you
Felix.
sprint, and based off your fucking roll, I'll say that you okay, yeah, you've ran up to the window, and I'll say that what you see is, as you sprinted up, maybe about 10, 15 feet away, you can kind of see in the darkness just a faint face smiling at you. But as you're looking at it, you can also see to the left, maybe about like 50 feet away. It's just barely, you can see another kind of stalk going up that you don't see the face of, but it looks like there's another stalk before, even while you're looking at it and you haven't blinked yet, they just vanish from your sight as you run up to the window.
Okay, yeah, so I run up and I like instinctually my eyes dart to see like the extra stock, and by the time I like return my eyes, they're gone. Okay, cool.
Yep.
That's before I even reach the window. Yeah, Felix will just kind of stop for a second, and then I'll just kind of look to all the others, and I'll just be like, "Oh fuck, what are we gonna do about this?"
Mm-hmm.
Do about what?
So I'm gonna speak really fast. Steven, you can stop me whenever like the memory shit begins to get weird, but I'm just gonna like try to speak fast. So I think that the monster can stretch its necks super, super long, which is how it can reach really high up here. And I think they all share the same base, and that the actual faces aren't the important part of the body. And I think we need to do something about that. I don't know where the heart would be, but we should kill that.
Should we
One of
Because-
jump
us.
off?
If there's something near us right now,
absolutely
we're
not. You
safe.
should not jump off.
We need to leave. We're not safe, right?
No, not at all.
Nobody's safe.
Yeah.
You can reach any part of the.
Let's get the fuck out of this hotel entirely and discuss
You know
our
what?
action plans later elsewhere. Let's go.
And I'll say with that, Felix. As soon as you say that, you're looking over at Turlon, who's packing up their things, and they're saying, "Let's get out." And you look over at the others, and they're just standing there. You don't see any creature or long creature there, and I'll say that everything you just said, you remember saying it, but you don't remember why you said it. You remember many heads, stretch, there's a base, but these are things that everything's slowly starting to be taken away
It's gonna be fun to role play.
of your
I'll
memories.
go to like try and write that down somewhere because I don't have my claws anymore.
Okay. You,
I like the idea that he was still a cat the whole time.
Who's talking this fucking cat?
yeah.
I look to the three of you. All right, let's move. Let's get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'll say I was also.
Do I
But the
notice?
last,
Do I notice that Turlon just seems to immediately not realize what they're saying at the end
I'll
of the
say,
sentence?
You mean Felix?
yeah, Felix. I'll say that.
No, wasn't it Turlon that was saying that? And then
No, it was Felix. Like as soon as Turlon said it, Felix started losing his memories.
Okay.
I'll say Vita. You'd notice it, but Felix starts to run over to their stuff, and it looks like maybe they just also want to get out of here. Felix, give me a acrobatics check.
I'm just heading for the door then.
Yeah, bye.
Bye,
Minute.
Felicia.
Well,
I'll say
I don't
I'll
have
say-
any hero points on my sheet. That's not very good.
I'll say
Growl.
you can write heads base are the two words that you write.
Shit.
Based.
Based on what? And I'll say you all gather your things, and you start to leave. And I think that is where we're going to end this session.
All right.